Hello everybody and welcome once again to the Loona album rankings. Now before we get into this video, oh, look at them! Babies! They're so cute and soft and look. Okay, so before we get into it, first of all I'm going to point some things out. First, you've got like the vivid colors of the moon. Vivid, I use that word because, like there's a lot of, vivid colors. And I'm like, vivid is the first member. So there's a lot of vivid colors going on in the sky with the moon. And then you've got fucking all the girls. I'll zoom in on this part. All the girls are dressed in white dresses. Which, at first I thought it was just kind of just a, aesthetic thing. But then I realized that maybe that's like a combination, like maybe that's, like the Sonatine dresses that, Loona 1/3 wore. Ooh, bitch. Ooh, bitch. That hits me in my feelings. And then you've got the fact that they're looking at the moon. That's an iconic thing that OEC has done. They kind of were the first ones to look back at the moon and like stare at it, and they did this in their teasers, like their MV teasers and their picture teasers for like a lot of their album stuff, and like the official subunit teaser had them look at it in like white dresses. So I think that's a really cool nod. And then the forest is why. I don't know why I didn't connect in my brain, but like why goes into the woods, so it's like they're like taking all the subunits and then the first member's like song meaning, and they're just smashing it into a fucking group teaser, which is beautiful. I know a lot of people might say that that's not what's happening, but I think it is. Now I'm gonna try to guess each girl real quick and then we'll move on. This is gonna be difficult for me, but I'm going to do the easy ones first. There's Jinsoul, Chu, Yeojin, because Yeojin's the shortest. Eve, because Eve has super straight hair. Choerry, because she's the only one that's wearing pigtails. Kimlip, Gohan, Vivi, because Vivi has like this pinkish tinge. Like, not pinkish, but like a little bit more of a reddish tinge in her hair. Trying to think of who's short and has black hair right now. Because that's not Yeojin, that's Yeojin. Is that girl taller than that girl? She's gotta be. Because there's Hustle! That's Hustle because of the dress. You can tell by the dress that she's wearing. It's Hustle. It's mom. It's mother. She's short. But I think they just did it in a way where they were trying to confuse the shit out of us. I'm not a confused girl. I know which one's Yeojin and which one's Hustle. Hustle's just slightly taller than Yeojin. Hustle's very short. So then, this is Olivia. Because Olivia is tall, like as tall as Eve, like almost, just a little shorter, and then they're both shorter than Jinsoul. So that's Olivia. And then this is Heejin, and that's Hyunjin. I'm gonna call it right now. So it's Hyunjin, Jinsoul, Yeojin, Chu, Eve, Heejin, Kimlip, Olivia. Cause like, aren't they around the same? But then this could be Olivia. But then again, okay, hang on. I'm looking at this the wrong way. Okay, I changed my mind. This is Olivia. They're trying to trick me with the straight hair, but now I'm noticing how close she actually is in height difference compared to her. Right? No, but she's almost as tall as. Okay, I'm gonna go final guess. Hyunjin, Jinsoul, Yeojin, Chu, Eve, Heejin, Kimlip, Olivia, Gohan. No, wait, I switch. Olivia, Hyunjin, Gohan, Choerry, Vivi, and Hassel. Because Hassel's a short bird mom, okay? I don't know why this beginning was so weird, but you know what? It's fine. We're looking at this beautiful-ass teaser together before we get into some fucking album reviews. So let's do the album reviews. Come on, man. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, basically, I'm going to link both of those in the description and also pin those in the comments section below. So you can check both of them out. But yeah, basically, what we're doing here is before Loona debuts, I am ranking every single album with, I guess, 1 to 10 on the songs, and then combining those scores together to make like a letter grade, I guess. So, so far, Heejin's got a B, Hyunjin's got a B, Hassel's got an A+, Yeoljin's got a B-, Love and Evil's got a B+, Vivi's got a B, and then Kimlip has got an A. So, now we're going to be moving on to our lovely Blue Beta Jinsoul. By the way, another thing that we do during these is I play my favorite song off of the album, which for me with Jinsoul, it's Love Letter. Now, it's time for me to review Singing in the Rain, because Singing in the Rain is such a weird thing that happened to me. When I first got into Loona, I liked Singing in the Rain, but it was more of like this song is good, I'll give it a 6. Now, most of the time, my 10 out of 10 scores are usually when I like a song right away. I've never really had a song that can grow into a 10. Like, it's very hard, at least. But Jinsoul managed to do that. She's the first, like, she's not even my bias, but her song, Singing in the Rain, is the first song that I've ever had, besides, like, maybe a couple of people, but it's been a while. It's the first song that, in, like, 2017, when I started getting into Loona, that went from being a 6 to a 10. Now, the reason why is because, while it does have some of the basic techniques, it still flips it on its head. Like, you know, she's singing, you know, her verse after the first chorus, and then she goes into a rap all of a sudden, like, oh man, oodie doo, pee me, no head to go, like, and then after that, she belts into this, like, bridge type thing, but it's not the bridge, and you're like, what? She's like, singing in the rain, yeah, and I'm like, what the hell happened to the song? Is this even the same song? And then it goes into the singing in the rain. Like, even though it's basic in terms of, like, the sounds that are used in it, like, it's got a lot of Western influence, in my opinion, in that song, especially, like, in the electro department. You know, it's very Western electro pop. It's not really like European pop, which is a little bit different, like, in terms of the electro section. But the way that they use it is so creative. And, like, the sounds are kind of all over the place, but in a good way. Like, it's like, vroom, vroom, singing in the rain, doo-doo-doo. Like, it does this weird thing. It slides up and down a lot. There's a lot of bass in it, but it can also pull, like, a really high chord in there. And you're like, what the hell is going on? But, like, it's honestly the strangest thing ever, and because of how unique it's because of how unique the techniques are used in the song that, like, you know, like, it works for her. It works for Jinsoul really well, especially with her voice. And her voice fits the song, like, because most people pair those electro and tropical songs with, like, people who have a lighter range, like Kimlip, or, you know, Vivi or Choerry or something. But with Jinsoul, she's got, like, this deeper range, so it gives this song more of, like, a refreshing feel. But, like, I'm very happy that she can do it. Like, for me, I'm just very happy that she's able to bring a song that I thought was just that was just a bit good to, like, bam, out of this world. Like, listen, and then you've got this whole, like, she goes from slow to fast, really fast. I don't know why I do that with my hands, but it just helps me. And then you're like, I really like the tempo of the song because she plays around with the tempo a lot in this song. And, well, not she, but like BBC did. And, you know, and then there's, see, it's all over the place, and it's so weird, but in a cool way. And I really like how unique Singing in the Rain is because I can't believe that I thought it was as basic as it was. It's got a lot more layers to it. And so, I'm sad that I underestimated it. But I'm glad that now I can appreciate it as a 10, where it belongs. And I know why. It's the most popular Loona video. I can tell by the way that the song flows why it's the most popular Loona video. And why she's the most popular member. Because she has a lot of versatility. Because she can rap and she can sing so well. It's amazing. I love Jinsoul. She's one of my bias wreckers in Loona. And that's the end of my bias wreckers, by the way, Loona. While the other ones do wreck me, there's just those four. Hyunjin and Kimlip are ulti wreckers. Like, they wreck my ulti bias, which is in Loona. But, you know, they wreck it in an ulti way. And then Hustle and Jinsoul try to wreck the bias wreckers that are my ulti bias wreckers. That are not just from Loona, but just ulti. And so, like, there's a lot of wrecking going on from Hustle and Jinsoul. The soul and the soul. Yeah. But not to say that the other members don't wreck me at different points, because they do. But there are just different levels of, like, affecting, because I have types, I guess. But yeah. Next song is Jinsoul and Kimlip's duet on the album Love Letter, which I played before Singing in the Rain because Love Letter is my actual shit. I love Love Letter so much. It's so, like, people get mad whenever, like, people talk about how good it is, and I'm like, you know, y'all are just hating on it because it's good. First of all, like, the synth and the way that, like, the sounds are used, and then, like, there's the modulation at the end where they're like, listen, let me know. I'm not a professional vocalist, but I tried to replicate what I was talking about. Like, the modulation, the fucking harmonies, the soul in that song hits me. And while I do love Singing in the Rain, I do love Love Letter more, because it just has more layers to it than Singing in the Rain. Because even though Singing in the Rain has more layers than I thought it did when I first listened, Love Letter, to me, surpasses it, because I really love that duet and stuff. So Love Letter, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 as well, which makes Jinsoul's album a 20 out of 20, 100% A+ album. I really like her album a lot, and it's grown on me even more than I thought that it ever would. So thank you, Jinsoul, for producing such good bops. Alright, now it's time for Choerry. I love Choerry. She's so cute. She's such a sunshine. And her color is actually my favorite color. But colors don't make people my bias, necessarily. But her color is my favorite color, purple. This song is so good because of the twist. Like, I feel like if the twist wasn't in here, I know some people hate it, but if the twist wasn't in here, this would just be another basic bitch K-pop song. Like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so poppy, I'm so beautiful, like, but because of the twist in this song, it makes this song have so many different layers, and then when you listen to it over again, and you expect the drop, you start hearing things that lead up to the drop. So you're like, motion, I made a bump. It is so good, oh. Like, you're listening, right? And, like, you know, it's got this whole poppy vibe, right? You got all this synth going on, a lot of bright synth. And then you got this bass that kind of, like, strums and teases you because it's deeper than everything else going on. And then you're like, da, 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 da. Like, and like, you never would have noticed how it actually can transition into it easily. Like, so many people are shocked. But if you listen to it carefully, you can, like, hear it going into that. Even though it's heavier than what most people would expect it to be, the transition is beautiful. And people don't appreciate the actual transition of it enough. So, I need y'all to stop saying that Love Choerry Motion just has a sudden shocker, because it's so brilliant how it actually transitions in there so subtly. Like, it's subtle, but it's there. And it's great. Her vocals in this song are really good, and probably, like, the best vocals that she has in any of her songs, to be honest, which makes me sad, because I wish that Choerry would use her falsetto more. She's got a really nice voice for a falsetto. Like, listen. No, this isn't it. Do your falsetto. Come on, bitch. Like, she's got such a good falsetto, and I wish that she'd use it more, damn it. Like, I want Choerry to have more of a falsetto, okay, BBC? That's what I ask. It can be in any of the future songs. And then the second one, oh my god. It goes gypsy on us, and then, like, I'm sorry. I'm fangirling about Love Choerry Motion. It's not even my favorite title track, but, like, it's so good. It's got, like, this hip-hop vibe. And it has, like, this little pow, pow. Like, it's so cool. I'm sorry. Being a nerd. But, like, I wish that she'd use her falsetto. The harmonies in this song, this high note. Hey, yeah, yeah. I don't know how to speak Korean, I'm sorry. I'm just replicating what is making me excited. But, like, I really love this song. And I know that there are people that don't like it, but this song was gonna be basic bitch if they didn't add all the cool shit in it. So it's a 10 out of 10 for me, because it's so creative and unique, and it works so well. Oh my god. Choerry's title track, Love Choerry Motion, gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I loved it ever since I first heard it, because it was so different. And, you know, hearing it more and more, it still is just one of the best title tracks that Loona's got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we're going into Puzzle, which is the second song off of Choerry's single album. Now, the thing about Puzzle is, when I first heard it, I thought it was just I thought it was a 5 when I first heard it. I know that a lot of people are probably going to get offended by it, but this is the first impressions. And it was like a 5 to me simply because I felt like it was just the same continuous beat, but with just a different switch up of instruments at different points. But I was wrong, because the beat just changed right there. And also, you know, the more that I listen to it, the more the bass hits me and actually attacks me and makes me go like... And I like the synth that they use in here. It kind of sounds like a cell phone, like noises that a cell phone would make if you, like, push the buttons, or like you had an alarm in certain parts. I like that in songs. Like, I like that in Red Velvet's Peekaboo, too. Like, it's so good. Dun, 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 dun. And I like the guitar. I don't know if this is a guitar, or if it's a different type of instrument, but it works so well in this song. So, while Puzzle at first was a 5 for me, it's become a 9, because I think it's actually a really fantastic song, and it's very well produced. The only problem that I still have with it, that prevents it from being a 10, is the awkward-ass start, because it's like, dun dun, and then she starts, and I'm like, whoa, I wasn't prepared. And I know that doesn't bother a lot of people, But, like, sometimes in a certain type of song, like this song, I need a little more time. But my favorite part is where they're like, one step, two step, banana, got him and dog. One step, two step, banana, one step, two step, banana. Like, that's my favorite part of the song. It's so good. The way that they flow and the way that they whisper is so cool in that part. So, I'm gonna rate Choerry's album. It's 19 out of 20. So it's a big 95. It's an A. We've got another A-er. But now it's time for Max and Match and to see what I think of Max and Match, the mini album from OEC. And another thing, guys, we don't count the first version of an album if they have a repackage, because the repackage has the same exact songs, just with extra songs. So I count that as the main ranking for the album. Just saying. Okay, so for me, Odd is such a good intro. Like, Max and Match, let's just talk about this for a second. Max and Match, like the repackage intro, Ad cannot come nowhere close to Odd for me. Like, Odd is just so, like, good because it's like Girlfriend, and it, like, does some weird, unique shit on you, and it's like using this like, it keeps on, like, repeating, but, like, it sounds like it's circulating, and I'm like, the hell is this shit? This is too good. And then there's a laugh, and then that's the end, but there's still, like, a shit ton of seconds left, and it's like, the fuck just happened? But I love Odd, because it's, like, playful, but it's also, like, badass in the sounds that it's got. You know, like, most intros can't be, you know, sassy and cute and sweet, but also badass. And I feel like Odd is the perfect example of what's in store for this album. So I give Odd a 10 out of 10 intro-wise. So then we're gonna go... So, you know, then we're gonna go to Girlfriend, but I'm playing my songs, you know, if I rank it like a 10 out of 10, there's some of my favorites. Though, this isn't my favorite off of the Max and Match album. I'm just playing it in a different order than what I normally would do for the other ones. Just because I don't know. I'm in the mood to listen to Chaotic first. But, basically, Girlfriend is a 9 out of 10 for me. First impressions wise, it was a 7. But it grew on me more, and I heard the uniqueness in it, especially the machu, like, part in the chorus. I feel like what would have made it, like, even more amazing if they would have just changed Odd Front to the title track. Odd Front is fucking, for me, it's superior because it's just extra weird in a good way. Like, good weird. Like, the good weird that only Loona can do to me. And produce well to me. So while I love Girlfriend and it's like a really nice version, I like Odd Front better. So it's a 9 out of 10 for me on Girlfriend. LT. Okay. So Lunatic is the next song we're going to be talking about. And I like Lunatic, but at first I didn't like it at all. It was a 1 for me at one point. I hated Lunatic. I was like, this is awful. Because I didn't like the vocals at first. I didn't really like the guitar. But then, it reminded me of an anime intro. Like an older anime intro. Or like an older cartoon from like the 80s. And it started growing on me more and more. And now it's a 7. Which is pretty impressive. But I will admit that when I first heard it, it was like a 1. But... it went to 7. I like the guitar, and I like the unique vocals. I do think that there are times where it sounds awkward. But, you know, you can't really control that much. So, you know, I think that Lunatic, while it might be some other people's favorites, it's just not mine. And that's fine, you know. I like it, it's just not my huge cup of tea. You know what I mean? Chaotic, the song that we're listening to right now, is a 10 out of 10 because of how weird and unique it is. There's no specific beat or tempo or pattern that they're going with in the song. They're going absolutely crazy and, you know, doing their own thing and making something so weird and different that it works. And that's what's great about Chaotic. So it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Starlight is a 9 out of 10 for me because I like the calm R&B feel to Starlight. Obviously, because I'm an R&B hoe. But I feel like every R&B track that Loona releases, I'm always going to compare it to Eclipse because, like I said, Eclipse is one of the most perfect R&B bops I've ever heard. So, when I compare it to Eclipse, it's okay. Like, compared to Eclipse, but it's not like, it's fantastic, but it's not out of this world like Eclipse was. Like, Eclipse blew my fucking mind. Meanwhile, you know, Starlight, while it can affect me, and it makes me feel, you know, happy inside and stuff, it just hasn't hit that out of that world factor for me yet, where it blows my mind. You know? So that's why I give it a 9 out of 10. The ad intro, I give a 9 out of 10 because even though it's cool and different, I feel like when you go from the intro to Sweet Crazy Love, it just doesn't, there's a disconnect there. Because the intro is supposed to smoothly push you into the title track while also giving you a feel for the album. And I feel like ad just doesn't do that for Max and Match. So I'm going to put it as a 9 out of 10. It's a cool song, and I think it's really unique. But I think it's just mixing just a tiny bit more cohesiveness. Sweet Crazy Love is a 10 out of 10 title track, okay? Like, first time I heard it, it was great. Second time I heard it was great. It reminds me of a lot of older European electro bops. And I love European electro bops. They're so good. And, you know, there was powerful vocals. The harmonizations were great. The rapping was fire. I just love everything about Sweet Crazy Love. 10 out of 10. Uncover, the song, 10 out of 10. And it's my favorite song off of the whole Max and Match album. First of all, it's got like this R&B feel to it, but also like it's got this jazzy type of vocal tone to it, which is very unique. And it's one of the few R&B ones from Loona that actually blows me out of the waters like Eclipse. So I love this one. And also the soft vocals work so well for the beat and the tone. It's so good. Like, it's so good. I'm with you. Like, they're so good at singing in this song. And then there's that, like, like, I love that. It's so unique for an R&B song. And I love it when they do R&B so well. Do it, bitch. R&B electro, man. It's so nice. Odd Front, I give a 10 out of 10 because it took everything that was basic about Girlfront for me and just added, like, layers to it. Like, bitch, the fuck? Odd Front is superior to me. I don't know why. But, yeah, you should know what I mean. It's very weird and different, and it's what I expected from Girlfront, to be honest. So, that's why I like it better than Girlfront. And then Lunatic English version is a 6 out of 10 to me, simply because whenever you do it in an English version, you know, if their English isn't that well pronounced yet, it can kind of affect it. And with the reverb on their voices, you know, Lunatic was already a song that I wasn't that big of a fan of. In the English version, while I do like it, and it's a cute little gift that they give to us, I think that it's still a 6 out of 10. Which means that the OEC album gets a 90 out of 100, which means that it's 90%. Bam, you know, I like OEC's music. I think it's cool. But there are some songs that I think are just good or great, not amazing. Anyways, I'm going to see you in part 4. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And let's see how far we can take this series, okay? Bye!